Afternoon. I was notified by the Karnes County Sheriff, Dwayne Villanueva, that they had an escape from what turned out to be the GEO facility in Karnes County. That vehicle was being pursued by Karnes County deputies and DPS. When I was notified, it was on 181 heading toward Bexar County. I notified my deputies to be on standby. I actually got dressed and headed in from the house. Caught up to the pursuit around 1604 on Redland Road. I ended up being probably vehicle number 6 behind 4, turned right on Babcock, and then here on Camp Bullis Road where you see it ended. The vehicle came to a stop and we were able to get the both suspects into custody. What we know about who turned out being the driver of the vehicle is he was actually the escapee from the Karnes facility. He is facing federal charges for drug possession. My understanding is that he was caught with several kilos of cocaine. And he's facing federal charges in connection with that. So now, in addition to that, the passenger of the vehicle, I believe, is his significant other, a female. They were both taken into custody by U.S. Marshals here at the scene. They're going to be taken back to Karnes County, and they're going to face federal charges, whatever their equivalent of aiding for an escape is.
Did they say how he escaped the jail?
From what it looks like, from when I got the call from the Karnes County Sheriff, it looks like he'd gone over the fence. And he did sustain some cuts. When we got him handcuffed, he was bleeding pretty bad from a hand wound, and apparently that was from going over the fence and getting cut on some razor wire that was there.
And I guess she was waiting for him?
Yeah, it looks like it was a coordinated escape. She had a vehicle, and my understanding is that vehicle comes back registered somewhere in this area here, so it looked like they were trying to make it to a private residence.
Okay. And where's the Karnes facility at? Is it in Karnes City?
It's in Karnes County. It's in Karnes County. Yeah, my understanding is there's 3 different facilities there. It's there's an immigration facility, a federal lockup, and then that's a contract jail, and then the county jail. This was actually the GEO facility that was there.
Were there any injuries besides him?
No, my understanding is I don't believe there were any other injuries to report. I believe there were some vehicles that got caught up in some spikes. We tried to deploy spikes several times along the way. This suspect was just driving crazy out of control and didn't. He was able to evade our spikes to a certain extent, but I think some other vehicles did end up getting caught in those spikes.
But there weren't any wrecks?
No, my understanding there wasn't any injuries. You know, we're very fortunate. The deputies, federal agents, and officers and troopers that were all involved in this. We had several different agencies involved. I think everybody just did a great job of keeping this person contained and getting him back into custody.
Did they give you an estimate on rate of speed, the highest rate of speed?
Oh, shoot. We were well over 100 miles an hour at certain points during that pursuit. But again, it's just my hat's off literally to the rest of these deputies and troopers that were involved. They did a great job of coordinating and getting him back into custody.
And Karnes City, that's what, about 50 miles from here?
I think it's probably, I think all said and done, we were the DPS captain and I were trying to estimate. I think we did over 100 miles in covered road, all said and done.
I guess it could have been worse if you had kept going down Babcock.
Oh, it could, yeah, it could have been much worse. But my understanding is it appears they knew where they were going. It's just that I don't know what they were trying to accomplish. I mean, he had probably at any given time 6 or 8 vehicles behind him. And so thankfully we were able to get him back into custody. I don't know what he was thinking.
Do you know where's the address that the car comes back to? Is it close by?
It's somewhere in this area, is all I was told.
So just close.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What will she be facing?
Well, whatever the federal equivalent of aiding an escape from a federal correctional facility, whatever that would be. I don't know the federal equivalent of it, but my understanding is it's a pretty serious charge. I mean, she's definitely created some problems for herself, involving herself in this situation.
And so was the car stolen from you?
No, I think it's a family member's car.
Okay.
This is what it is.
Okay. So it won't be theft of vehicle?
No, I don't think it was a stolen car. I think it was a family member of hers. And of course, I wouldn't rule out the fact that whoever loaned them that car, depending upon what their knowledge of what they were going to be doing with it, could be facing charges. But that's up to the feds.
Did they find anything inside the car or anything illegal?
I don't believe that they conducted a thorough search of that car here. I think they loaded it up and took everything back to Karnes County. And I guess they'll be conducting that search once it arrives at its destination.
I think we're good.
Spanish. Sí,